Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Live Show, baby. Hope you're having a wonderful time hanging out there, doing well today. It's a beautiful blessing. Shout out to all my lovers of life and everybody out here, too, that is just doing it. Ooh, I disappeared. Don't worry. I'll be back in a second. I'll be back in 1 second. Don't worry. Don't stress. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. If I didn't say it again, I won't always make sure I say it. So sometimes I forget. But, you know, today's a beautiful day. It's July 4th. It's a day where we celebrate America. We celebrate freedom. We celebrate what it means to be an American. Today's a very special day for me. You know, being from Boston and, you know, one if by land, two if by sea, if you know what I'm saying. And just the Paul Revere, man. You know, and, you know, my teacher used to call me Paul Revere back in school. And it's funny, just I feel so connected to our forefathers that fought for our freedom to get us off the banking system. It was about the banking system at the end of the day. I don't think people really truly realize that. It's always been about the people that control the money and the people that they want to push in. All right. Shout out to our channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, Decrypted.tax, and our new channel sponsor, Houdini. Houdini Swap. Houdini Swap is a pretty cool, interesting concept here. If you go to Houdini Swap, you're going to be able to swap between multiple chains. Say you want to go to Ethereum to Bitcoin. Done. Say you want to go from Litecoin to Arbitrum, Bitcoin to Tron to, you know, Ethereum, Base to Ethereum. It's just an awesome, fast, easy, efficient, quick way to be able to swap in between multiple chains. You can't do it anywhere else, and it's also privacy, it's compliant, and there's no sign up. You don't need any issues with it. You gotta love Houdini Swap. Shout out to our new channel sponsor, Houdini Swap. All right. Moving forward, let's break down Bitcoin like we do every single day. Obviously, we're going to look at BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP suggesting we are going lower to $52,000, $52,000. It's kind of like obvious here. If we take a look at the charts, does it mean we're going to get there for sure? No, I don't take anything as obvious. I take it one step at a time, one moment at a time, you know? And so we're going to go from there and figure it out. But shout out to all my lovers of life. Shout out to everybody out there who knows how to stay positive no matter what. Today is a day. If you're positive today, that means you really have mental fortitude. You've built yourself up, because think about it. There's been many people that have been down 2-1 in the finals. There's been many people that haven't been where they wanted to be. No winner, no one who was ever a big winner in their life was exactly where they wanted to be every single day they woke up. That's not life. You don't wake up winning every single day. You just don't, okay? You just do not. So the whole idea behind this is, right, you got to be able to stay the course long term or figure out where we're going. Right? And you must have a plan no matter what. Shout out to the 65,912 subscribers. Let's go to 66,000 subscribers on our way to 70K, baby. 70K is going to be a big deal. I can taste it. I can see it. We're going to get there no matter what. One day, one step at a time. Just want to get this chat up and running. See each and every one of you say what up. See who's here. And God bless each and every one of you. Let's pop up the chat. And it's July 4th. A lot of people are not going to be on the live. They're just not. They're going to be tuning off. They love to dump us on these holidays. I'm telling you right now, they love to do it. Anyway, there's money to be made. I made one of the biggest leverage, one of the bigger leverage trades of the week last night. Took home dang near $1,000. I showed you guys the trade. I talked about it last night. I went over how to play it with the 200 SMA on the 1 minute time frame. We ended up losing the 200 SMA on the 1 minute last night inside of this bear flag. I had it drawn like such. Likely we were going to take a spill. We eventually did. You take the length of this pole just to find out where your target's going to be. Very simple pattern trading 101. And I had that level there at 56,800. We so far have hit it basically pretty much to a T. Then you could have taken another short when we got rejected by the 200 right back down to 56,700. And now we're getting rejected again. Do we break back up? I'm going to be the guy to show you that. I do it every single day. My probabilities are very high. My win rate is awesome. And as long as you stick to the script and learn what I teach you, I firmly believe you'll be in the driver's seat to, becoming financially free. But it's up to you if you want to be able to be there or not. It's up to you if you want to take it there or not. It's up to you. Nobody's going to do it for you. All right. And I don't care what day it is, July 4th, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Like, I had to wake up this morning and take profits on my trade, right? There's no days off for me. And today I made one of the bigger trades. Had I taken the day, it's the 4th. I'm not doing this. That wouldn't have planned out too well for me, right? So we got an inverted headed shoulder. I'm going to flip it back and forth from the 1 minute to my long-term analysis to keep you kind of engrooved in the process here. All right. And boom, that could go further to the upside too, right? And bang, I mean, not too shabby when you take a look at this, right? All right. Being poor just makes us more alive. Amen. I like what you just said. I love what you just said, dude. That was the greatest comment. I think one of the greatest comments I've ever had on the stream. Being poor, and honestly, we're never poor because we're wealthy in mind, spirit, you know what I mean? And physical. So we're never poor. We're not poor. We just are not. All right. Blessings to your family. Another day above ground. Amen. Amen. The fuse burned brilliant, but it's a dud. In the bull market, you will probably be up a few hundred grand subs and on your way to $1 million. The future looks bright. Shout out to Frank Glazer. I love you. I appreciate you. And I thank you for the positive attitude. Shout out to my master friend. I think I just seen a master friend in the stream. Do I see a master friend out there? Come on up to the stage, my friend. Come on up. God bless you, brother. Never poor, only poor thinking. Amen. Exactly. You got to, if you're not thinking poor, you're not poor. 54,005 is the gap filled on my chart, zoomed out, hidden on CoinGecko. Interesting. Rich with money, wealthy with knowledge. Chris Ghost, nailing it. Shout out to Sean, making sure I'm stepping up my game, hitting all my pinned comments. Amazing Zoom yesterday, master friend. Thank you. Bang, bang, bang. Look at that. Keep your heads up. Don't let the market get you down. That's why people in the third world are more alive and more grounded. Death could come anytime. Amen. He's pretty true, man. He's true. I like what he's saying there. Sammy, you must have lost 300K today. Yeah, who knows? Probably more. What are you going to do? Man, I'm down 70% of my portfolio, but still positive. Amen. Money was never my 100%. You know, I went after the vibes. I went after the frequency. I went after the love. Okay? The money comes when you do what you got to do and you stay level-headed no matter what. I'm telling you. Anyway, there's a possible inverted head and shoulder here on the 1 minute time frame for Bitcoin. Confirmation is if we break the 200 and you're going back to 58,100, that would be the next take profit area. This is the simple trade. This is it. I'm telling you, this is what's likely going to happen based off of probability. It doesn't mean it's what's going to happen. The worst case scenario is this becomes a bear flag and we break to the downside and go further, you know, or not the worst, the bearish case, you know, and then we come down here likely to close that gap of the VRVP. As you can see, it's not a coincidence that my measured move would level us exactly at the exact 10, head point at 56,900. We kind of somewhat of a double bottomed off 56,790 this morning. 778 really was our low. I've lost nothing. I still have all my coins. Let me tell you a little story about Sammy and one of the hard trades that I made in my life. I'll tell you a little story about Sammy and Sammy's life. All right. True story too. All facts revealed. Okay. With insult to injury. But so Bitcoin had this huge run up. We had the bear market and Bitcoin had this huge run up in June of 2019 and and Litecoin ripped. It went from like $20. Look, it did a 7x. February, April, March, May to June. Pretty crazy, right? And we all, it faked us out. I thought, we're out of the rally. You know what I mean? Kind of like the ETF pump we had right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, everyone thought, that was the beginning of the big one. But we tanked all the way back down. And I got a tax return and I got some extra money. And I was like, I'll buy Litecoin at whatever, 110. You know what I mean? And I was up. Things were going well. 144. Then, obviously it was a long-term hold, thinking that we were in a big bull market. So no stop. No, not sitting there trying to protect it on that moment. And then boom, 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 boom. Eventually Litecoin would go back all the way down to $20. If you can believe it. And I was down 7x on my money. The $7,000 was like $800. And I was like, and I just was like, yeah, whatever. And then once we got above the 200 SMA, we were gonzo. You know what I'm saying? And then when we were up somewhere in here, I sold it around, I sold it like 200, 250. It wasn't crazy. But the point was, it took a while. It took me from June of 2019 to it almost took about 2 years. You see? Almost 2 years till February 2021. And had I looked at the price and got myself all depressed, it would have been a tough time. But what did I do? I lived my life. I had fun. I went places. I started a YouTube channel in September of 2019 here. You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, that investment would come back. And as long as I didn't panic sell it, I was, and again, that's just one story. I'm not saying that's guaranteed to happen in any case, but I just wanted to let you know, what happened to me and, how I was able to kind of make it through that time. All right. Had I focused on the loss, I would have probably panic sold it. Because I didn't focus on the loss, I made it through. Okay. So, and look, we just got shredded. Tight moving averages looks like another bear flag to me. When you get rejected by the 200, see over and over again, the bots, the algorithm, right? The algo that controls the market, it must break back above that 200. That's when the bots initiate for whatever reason. And I shouldn't tell you this. All right. I found out some science to the market that most people may never know. Some people, I teach them and still they don't get it. Like they never see it. A lot, most of you get it though. And I'm pretty proud of a lot of you. So the bears are coming double with the bear. We are up. Take profits or someone else will. Don't let the money make you. I heard you in my head last night. I got out of my trade, my Ondo trade, just in time. Thank you, Lifer. Jimmy Villain, God bless you. You have to have profit to take it. People are too naive and stubborn to not consider this time is different. Accelerated bull run. First all-time high before a halving, or 3 all-time highs after the last 2020 halving. Interesting. I was hoping 85K by July, not 58,000. I got no money to buy the dip. That means you're not working hard enough, man. Period. Sorry to say, you know what I mean? No man that ever hustled said that. So, you have to compare yourself to history, not me. I bring up history. People think I'm being rude. There's many men that would never admit that statement because they would work so hard to never have to say it. Again, I don't know your situation, and I don't mean to be rude. I'm just telling you what I've read in the books and telling you the hard facts. Some people don't like it. It is what it is. We can't hope. We got to do the math. I've executed the most perfect short of my life, 100% USDC for 6 weeks now. It's pretty awesome, man. God bless you. The short's been pretty good. I mean, once the trend is in your favor, you keep the trend alive, So, right now, the trend is short until further notice. Let's see if we can kind of bail out of this. It looks like it may be trying to do a complex inverted head and shoulder that may break us further to the upside, right? I'll watch the 1 minute here for some confirmation. I woke up into gains. I already made well over my daily quota. So I'm super excited about that. I'm going to kind of just, and I've just begun this very hard discipline of trading my model over and over again. And last night, I always tell everyone, trade the model, trade the model, trade the model. And yes, you'll see me take 100. You'll see me make 200. You'll see me make 80. But then 1 out of any 10, last night I took 1,000, 888, right? But I was up about 1,000. The point is, you keep hitting it, you get the big one. You keep hitting it, you get a big one. Over time, you'll turn $5,000 into 60,000, 70,000, 100,000. You get it? But you just got to keep grinding. All right? I feel 55K is the bottom. Then it just sideways and up. See what you just said? You said the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. You said I feel. It doesn't matter what you feel. The markets don't care what you feel, believe, or think. They don't care what I feel, believe, or think. They really don't. They do not care about us, man. We got to look at the charts and see what the charts convey and play a probability. That's it. We got to be a math-based person when it comes to trading. And remove emotions. Lifer, got all my crane certs except Tower. Retake on the 18th. Once complete, I'm in the group. Took a break from all crypto. Eager to return. Yo, God bless you, bro. Crane operators make a lot of money. I'm excited for you, bro. I know a buddy of mine, he worked 4 hours a day, made $280,000 a year or something. Almost $300,000, and he just was buying real estate, collecting rents. Dude's, his life was pretty set up. As a crane operator, he was pretty set. His only issue, he was drinking a lot because he had so much free time. Going out almost every night, just getting hammered because why not, he felt like. But then he'd be hung over in the crane, man. I was like, man, don't jeopardize what you got. People always take advantage when things are going well. Don't do that. All right. Anyway, you don't want to get caught up thinking you're the best thing since sliced bread, you know? That's what can happen. All right, Bitcoin struggling for, basically wants to dump even more. You got to look at the daily. The daily looks horrible too. All right? The daily looks absolutely horrible. And that was even that falling wedge. Remember, the rising wedge, right? And you took the length of this pole from wick to the wick. And look, it's insane how measured moves just play, like 1, 2, 3. And look, the gap in the VRVP. And once you lost the point of control, dumpage. 56,900 for Bitcoin, right? Do we bounce here? I mean, now it negates the inverted head and shoulder too. Kind of throws that right out the window. Anyway, I'm going to leave the small time frames alone just for a second, even though I know all we want to do is degen them all day, and I get it. So next big stop for Bitcoin is going to be $53,000, $52,000. Let's take a look exactly what we're talking about here. So we lost the key support. Once you lost key support, you're coming down to 51,429 for BTC, right? Wick to it, so that's going to be, and again, I don't see how you don't go there. And there's really enough momentum to get us to the weekly 50-day moving average, which sends us into the 40s. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go into the 40s and people get very, 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 very bearish. It's going to be a tough time. I'm being honest. It's going to test your wills. Again, another thing that I told you yesterday that I don't see anybody else may have pointed out online, but I showed you the head and shoulder pattern, right, on the RSI, and it said it was likely going to dump, and it's dumping the length of the pole. See how, don't ask me why this stuff plays out the way it does. Just know that it does, and understand that you must heed what I tell you. And when I point something out, I mean it. And then look, we even made this idea here, and it was on the daily, I believe we could make it. I'd almost say that was the right shoulder, but or was it the 3-day? But it's just strange and it's awkward, but it just kind of looked like a weird, shoulder, head, right shoulder to me. Anyway, we can speculate on so many different things. 2-week chart. We could say, the 2-week just needs to come and touch the 21-day moving average. And we get a bounce at 51,000 and it's business as usual. Just like we had to touch the 21 here and the 21 there. Once we lose the 21, then it's we'd have to come down to the next, key area. So even the 2-week chart shows some stress. The 3-week chart's just getting started and wants to dump all the way back to the 21. The monthly chart wants to dump back to the 21 to 43,000. That would reset the monthly. That would give us a new monthly bottom. Basically 43,000 would probably be our next bottom for Bitcoin. We wouldn't really ever go lower than that, right? 2-month, 3-month, you can see they're all basically pretty overbought. The monthly also had bearish divergence, which I have to be honest, I've never seen bearish divergence on a monthly chart. That will be the first time in my life that I've seen that. So, but I guess, as I learn, and that's why my learning will never stop and yours won't either, because as time goes on, I'll eventually trade the monthly, right? Years from now, I'll probably learn how to trade the monthly, and I'll make 5-year trades, 10-year trades on the monthly. You get it? I'll get in for $1 billion and get out for 10 billion 5 years later. That's the plan, is to expand your mind. And so everything you've learned on the smaller time frames, and eventually will I ever trade the 2-month? And then eventually I'll die. I won't. But if I was able to live till 500 years old, I would probably be trading, the 6-month chart after a while. You get it? The longer your lifespan, the more of a bigger time frame you can use. Does that make sense to everybody here? Because if you understand that, then you start to get into the meta stuff that I teach and kind of how your brain works on another level, What are your thoughts on Pi Pi? I think Pi Pi's hot, and Chinese love their memes, so I could think it could pump, My coin's coming down, time to buy more. People are bearish now. I told you all to sell at 71K in the live. I told you monthly Stoke RSI cross at 80. That's the top signal. Wish you would listen. Shout out to Bodhi Pasha. God bless you, man. if we want the G candle, so much talk about, we got to reset the monthly too. I agree. Higher highs on price with lower lows on the RSI. Hidden bearish never fails. Amen. When we get a guy, don't ever forget September rate cut and CPI results of June. I have a huge blind spot about how the market is going to behave in a downtrend. What should be a macro strategy for staying ahead of the game? I just told you 100%. Watch the smaller time frame 200 SMA. I'm showing you guys this every single day. I answer this question every day, Wildus, in front of you. But nobody seems to listen. I've given all of you the sauce. Every single person here knew that we were going down. Why? Well, remember back when I used to say, well, if the 8 hour could get above the 200 SMA, we're good. And we were good. Right here, I told you it was no good. The second we lost the 8 hour 200 SMA at 65,000, I told you that was no good. The bears were now in control until we got back above the 200 SMA. Same thing with the 22, the 12 hour. And I told you, once you lose the 22, you're going to the daily 200 MA. Once you lose the daily 200 MA, you're going to the 2-day. This is simple stuff. Very simple stuff. So, and this all begins when you lose the 200 on the 1 minute. And I know you don't believe me, but I'm telling you right now, look, when the 1 minute lost the 200 MA right there at 60, heck, the beginning of all of these dumps started right here, 63,000, and you could even go back in time. But when major time frames started, look right here, 71,000, the 7 minute loss to 200. Like that was a major indication. And then you start watching how the time frames, and it all began when the 1 hour. When the 1 hour lost this 200 here at 69.8, it is truly, it recovered here for 1 second, and every time you lose a 200 MA, it's so simple. Once a candle closes below it, you have, it's telling you that the market's going to drop now in your face. I did this in front of you guys during the live stream yesterday. I made a live and a short at this, in like a 30-minute period. And I show you, all I had to do was look today, the same thing. The 1 hour broke above, you open up a long stop loss here, you would have been in the money. You just have to be able to control. Like you showed me, I moved my stop loss up and down. Just be able to move your stop and take what you get. Don't be greedy and be happy with every single gain that you have. Trading is about your mind. I'm coming to these realizations even now. It's so much more about your mind than it was the charts. And when you're more grateful, you care more about your life, you're in a good mood, you take more profits. And you tend to do more good. You tend to be more profitable. I can't explain why. And I don't ask me all the innuendos of why life does what it does. Sorry, I'm moving around the screen here. Just understand that this is the truth, I was bullish until I saw a tweezer top of the monthly with bearish divergence. Yeah, that's a bearish sign for sure. No good, man. And then you're away from the 21-day moving average. Even the monthly can't be away from the 21 for too long. Nothing can, I found out, no matter what it is. So it does look like we're going into some type of more longer-term pullback, unless, there's a chance we bounce back here. My line on the sand is this level right here. You get back above 62,920, then there's a chance we get some love, right? But, and then you're going to have resistance too at 60,000 now. That's now good because you've lost it. And then you're going to have resistance where these candles close and at the 200 MA on the daily. This daily candle closes below the 200 MA, which it looks like it made today in 9 hours and 22 minutes. You're forced to open up a short position with a stop on the other side. And honestly, you could just I like to keep kind of a rolling profit, this is a trade that has to be made. Honestly, it's a trade that should be made right now based, on my strategy. I'm probably going to do it in my longer term portfolio because and again, if we come back up and I get stopped out, it's okay because it's a hedge on my bigger portfolio, right? So I'd rather make some money down while my bigger portfolio goes down. Then if we flip back up, I'll make so much money back in, then 1,000, even if I lose $1,000, like my portfolio will go back up 50, 60,000. You know what I mean? So you hedge these ideas, right? Gonna have to wait for after the elections to see real bull market. Macro view on spot trades. There's no place for us to the spot in these times. It's all going to be in and out of the market. Love and respect for you. Yeah, I haven't been spot trading as much lately because you don't have the volume. Okay. I've been DCAing, like today I bought more Bitcoin, right? So, it is what it is. So bought more BTC, about 1,500 bucks more Bitcoin. And now I've acquired another 0.1 BTC, right? So just kind of adding more BTC to the portfolio. Bitcoin is whipping people today. Christmas in July. I just want to thank you for the recent streams. You keep it real while others didn't. Amen. Shout out to Crypto Brothers. God bless you, brother. I don't know what others did. I wasn't able to watch anyone else, really. I'm pretty sure my man, the regular OGs are all right. Like Crypto Face, Casper. We're all good. Tom Crown. But there's a lot of shillers out there, man, that just like say nonsense. Like I see them on Twitter. I'm not even going to mention them ever by name because I've learned my lessons. And honestly, I just love people, man. I like talking about positive people. There's so many awesome positive people in the space that I really do like. One of them is Jason Appleton. He's a really nice guy. If you ever meet Jason Appleton in real life, Crypto Crow, you'll agree with me. One of them, he's super honest. Just a nice dude, man. A nice guy. So the daily wants to continue to dump on us to the downside. I'm showing you the likely trade. And honestly, you could be able to hold this thing down to 44,000. I mean, you got a gap in the VRVP, and then you're down to your volume area lows. And you can see this is your biggest area of support or resistance. So, I mean, it does. And you got this, and you got, everyone say it's Germany selling. I always say it was the charts. Like, but the charts show me what's going to happen. But they say Germany is continuing to sell off pretty hard. And that's been the issue too. So shout out to anyone that follows me at CryptoLifer.com. I greatly appreciate it. Blessings on blessings. Thank you so much. But Germany sees Bitcoin, right? So German government has transferred 30,000 BTC valued at approximately 175 million to various exchanges and institution services, or OTC. The move is part of their ongoing sell-off of seized Bitcoin from a case. The government still holds about 40,000 BTC, valued at approximately $2.33 billion. This activity has led to a drop in Bitcoin's price around $57,000. Just in, though, which was pretty interesting, an hour ago, Tron's founder Justin Sun offers to buy all the Bitcoin held by the German government to minimize the impact. And here is Justin Sun's real account. You can see he's verified. I am willing to negotiate with the German government to purchase all Bitcoin off market in order to minimize the impact on the market. 1 million views on that post. So things are heating up. That would be interesting. Right? So Germany is helping people get you cheap Bitcoin that you might never have been able to get again. On the 4th of July, it gives me goosebumps. So much love and support. You are all in the right place at the right time. Man, shout out to my man Crypto Billy. I've never seen this many people during an American holiday on my live stream. It's a milestone for my channel. Amen. If that many people want to tune in, please hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. I know you're emaciated in the content and you're just enthralled. I get it. You don't even want to have to take your hand away from that didn't sound right, from the mouse. But please hit Jesus. Reminds me of my last cycle when everyone kept saying to buy the dip until we were at 15,000. That's why I said I'm not buying the dip anymore. I'm stacking Tether. I've said it clearly. You know what I mean? But there's still some wacky signs of bullishness here and there. It's pretty interesting. Lifer, you should let me make you a new logo. Got new software I've been playing with. Yo, do it, man. Get it, do it. Go for it. And then all you have to do is send it, I believe, to marketing at CryptoLifer.com. Marketing at CryptoLifer, or marketing team at CryptoLifer.com, or just Crypto Lifers. Jamie says, Adam, our logo isn't changing. Wow, Jamie just shut it down. There it is. I'd at least be open-minded to see what he has to say. I don't know, but I guess. But hey, Jamie says no. I listen to Jamie, man. So. When you make a lot of decisions today, it's nice to have someone else make a lot of decisions. You know what I mean? And that's where Jamie comes in. And he just made a good decision. So, I like the logo as is. Sir, is any trade active? I came just now. Please tell. Nothing wrong with your logo now. Thank you. Do you think it could bounce up still? I don't think, man. I look at the charts. Don't mess with success. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Interesting, Crypto Billy. I like it. Thank you. Very nice of you, man. So if you're in the trading group last night, you made massive gains. I love saying that. I love saying it. Probably made way more than me. You never know, but you did good. I went over an update last night that said we were really bearish, looked at a bear flag, and we were able to take that down. I was up 934 at one point, $1,000, and it actually was probably up almost $1,800 if I let it cook right now, even where we stand right now for Bitcoin. So yeah, this daily candle looks like it may close below the 200 SMA. Bearish for me. I have no choice but to short that. That's what my probabilities tell me. I would love it if we bounce right back up, end up doing a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder, and next thing you know, we're somewhere at 68,000 in a week from now, 2 weeks from now, and that's very, very possible. A lot of people get overly bearish and overly bullish either way. I tend to get excited during my streams. You see, I go up, but I stay level-headed over the long-term idea of what I'm looking at, and I don't let it get to me. Hope everyone has a safe and fun 4th of July. Yeah, don't light those freaking M80s in your hand. Don't do anything stupid, please. Don't hold bottle rockets in your mouth. Make sure your kids aren't near you. Don't hit kids in the eyes. Like, just be careful with the fireworks, please. We know we're all going to read a story about someone getting hit with a firework tomorrow. I don't know why. And may God say this time nobody does. But somehow, you know what I mean? Stay off the alcohol, playing with the, you know. Too many people we know are going to be playing with fireworks and drinking alcohol. We just know. That's what they do here in America. It's just insane, right? Don't fire Roman candles at anywhere, man. You know? All right. Okay. Not off of your head. I mean, he just wanted to make a logo, man. We don't have to be like inverted head and shoulder forming again on the 1 minute. Former firefighter here. Shout out to Chris Crypto Life. God bless you, Chris, man. Shout out to Zing Die Photo. Shout out to Mark Preston. Shout out to Crypto Plumber. Work hard to accumulate, rinse, and repeat. Amen. 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 All right. Firework problem is not only in America. Greetings from Europe. Amen. So you guys do the same stuff. Yeah. Fireworks canceled right now because of rain. Yeah, they did the fireworks last night. Because I believe they knew tonight was going to be pretty cloudy. And so here in my neighborhood, they canceled they moved the fireworks. I guess they always do that every year. They say, you know, we're either going to do them on the 3rd or the 4th, depending on the weather, you know. Because what's today? Today is Thursday, right? So we do weekly screen share tonight too, which is pretty insane. But a heat advisory too here in Florida. All right. 93 degrees. Yesterday it felt like 105. It's pretty hot. Yeah. Hurricane Beryl keeps coming. All right. And we all know Michelle Obama is coming to likely run for president. I think it's pretty much what's likely going to happen, but you never know. I'm going to make some weird bets with you guys, but I bet it's going to be Michelle Obama. I have a strong feeling that they're going to attempt a Michelle Obama run. Just because. But you never know. You never know. They may keep Kamala, and, you know, who knows what exactly is going to happen, but it looks like we may see a Michelle Obama run. It really does. 90% short on Bitcoin for gains. That's amazing. 900%. Dude looks like a lady. Much love from Germany. Really, that would be crazy. I love that song by Arrow. Right? Dude looks like a lady. No, it's just a good song. What is he saying? Someone just said Big Mike. Who's Big Mike? I'm just gonna act completely ignorant. Who's Big Mike? Is that you guys are talking about Michael Jordan? Yeah. Big Mike, man. Michael Jordan's the man. Yo, so let's take a look here at the resistance at 57,570. You guys are funny, man. If you know, you know, man. If you know, you know, man. Tell me you know without telling me you know. You know what I mean? So look, that looks like an inverted head and shoulder. That may be a nice little swing trade for BTC here on the perpetual. It's definitely a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Definitely has a measured move, the length of the neck to the headline. And then you're also breaking the 200 SMA, which on my 1 minute chart is, you know, Thursdays though, with, you know, And today the market is closed completely. So funny they would tank the market on days the market's closed. It makes so much sense, right? Your take profit is 57,890 for me personally. That's what I'm looking at. 57,221. And again, I am not a financial advisor. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. And I won today already, risking 136 for 300. Doesn't look like it's going to be too bad, right? So we'll see. Can we stay above the 200 SMA and get the move to the upside here and continue the pumpage here? Inverted head and shoulder gives me a 68% chance I'm going to break out. And then if we can pump to the SMA here, this is my 200 SMMA. It's the smooth moving average. The smooth moving average is actually pretty awesome. If we can get above that, it tells us maybe throughout the day we should have a bigger reversal, right? And you could backtest your smooth moving average, you know? What I teach you is very simple. A lot of the stuff I teach you is not that hard to figure out. You just have to do some due diligence and some homework on it. Once I teach you something, write it down, apply that to many charts, and do like 5 hours of work and look at how that reacts. Have fun with it. Look at it on multiple time frames. Get to know it on the 15, the 1 hour, right? Do due diligence and then start to demo trade the concepts you pull out from the backtesting. This is strictly how I made my money. I took it all from the charts. The charts are actually already telling you what's going to happen. They're shouting at you. They're like, we're going to go down. We're going to go down. The probability's high, very high. We're going down. Like I knew I have to be rude, but like I had a 95% feeling, and through my charts and what I did, that we were going down. I have to be, as a trader, I have to say, because I've read Trading in the Zone and I listened to my elders, I have to say I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, and I don't know where the market's going to go. That's what I've been learned by my masters. See, those of my mentors have taught me to say that. I've taken that from my mentors and it has helped me. So that's something I hold on to. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, right? So I just played probability and nothing more. Nothing more, nothing less. Sell Bitcoin, stack dollars, and you have a good life. Bitcoin buys you nothing. Dollars buy everything. It's funny. Reading, Trading in the Zone right now. Amen. So your FOMO thumbnails were live. What does that mean? All right. God bless you, bro. But you just earned yourself a ticket out of my life. People don't realize when you're on my live stream, you're in my life, right? And if you're in my life, I want to love you and I want you to be cool with me. So if you do something weird or you say something strange, that like if I was eating with you at a restaurant, I would feel like it was like really ridiculous. I'm going to remove you from the stream. I don't need to be around someone that makes me feel uncomfortable, weird, or you know what I mean? For any reason. I just don't. And I don't mean to be rude about it. I love you. Like there's no hard feelings, Big Daddy Rothschild. I just like, you know, probably the Bitcoin most likely going to be a higher in the future. Someone said, you must be new to YouTube if you trade based on thumbnails. And I wasn't even trying to be rude. You know what I mean? Anyway, we'll find out what happens here. Can we hold this little flag and stay above the yellow line? I've seen it many times, but you never know. We are high in the stochastics. We are battling a resistance too for BTC at 57,450. But I'm telling you, man, a lot of times I see the squeeze and I just do what I'm supposed to do. I'm even defying the red areas here for BOOKMAP. But it somehow suggests there's going to be a little bit of a short squeeze. I don't know why. Heavy resistance here too, though. So that may put the kibosh on the whole situation. Up $1.43. I'm freaking out right now. I'm freaking out. And again, I didn't risk a lot. I already took, I'm telling you, $880 when I woke up this morning. I set the trade at 1 last night, right when I went to bed. And I woke up. First thing I looked at, I grabbed my phone and I knew I was in the money. I ran to my computer and I told my trading group, I'm in the gains, baby. That's why I love having a group too. Being able to share your moves with your trading group, especially when you pull off a lovely gainer. And so if you just do the same thing over and over again, there's a chance you can win. All right. I feel like I could even shave the stop right to that point because see the resistance right there? I'd rather just get it off there and lose $60 even. Everybody, we got 1,200 people here on the live. Let's hit the like button. I appreciate it. I've been trading for over 17 years, man. All right. Okay, I really need a suggestion. I'm holding SHIB Doge Pepe for weeks and I'm down to 1,300. I fear not have much funds to survive. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, man. That's on you, brother. Whatever happens to you, happens to you. I don't know your life, man. You can't ask people financial advice, brother. You're asking for, you know what I mean? I'm not a financial advisor, my bro. Love you, brother. How is your ear feeling now? My ear feels 50% better. It's still not perfect, but it feels 50% better. Yeah, 100%. Don't forget, Sam sold crypto to stack dollars. The dollar is king. Amen. He's correct in some ways. They did not take Bitcoin at the Cadillac dealership. I'll tell you that right now. All right. I tried to talk them into it. It wasn't gonna. It didn't seem to. I said Ferrari's doing it. You guys are sleeping. They didn't seem to care. They wanted cold hard cash, and a lot of people still do. I agree. It still makes the world go round right now at the present moment in time. All right, until things change. Even the DXY is dropping. Well, that was expected. You know what I mean? And I've seen them dump together. It happens. Something that happens many times, actually. So it's okay. All right. And my ear hurts a lot too, just with the headphones on it. Like, I almost want to give it a break there. But a lot of fluids coming out. I've been doing a lot of exercises with the head, moving my scalp around. This gentleman had a really good video. His name is Adam Fields, DC. I would definitely suggest him. Well-mannered, knew what he was talking about. Probably a great guy to meet and listen to. And he showed me how to kind of attempt to move with the eustachian tube, right? The eustachian tube. And so I'm learning all about the eustachian tube and, you know, all about the ear and all the different things. And, you know, so, yeah. This looks like lackluster volume and we're overbought now. Kind of tells me that we're likely, this trade may be flat Toshi. I think I'm just going to hop out at like break even there and wait for it to give me a better, you know, a better signal. Maybe make a flag, you know. So the most I could lose, I guess I didn't realize I was in profit, right? So I just lost like $4 or $5. Something about the structure that pump should have happened here with these two candles. And when we kind of fluttered around there, told me to wait. Doesn't mean the trade's over entirely. Now it's that, remember that signal that I taught you yesterday? If you listen very closely, I taught you something amazing yesterday. I said, now you want to come back to your 21 without losing the 200. I said, if you can interact with your 21 without losing the 200, you have yourself a chance here to make some serious gains. Now, again, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. We could easily blow through the 200. Now, if we lose that 200, you kind of almost want to flip short again, right? I just had a great idea. I just have a really good idea. Look, you right click this, you duplicate it. Yo, I just learned something with each and every one of you here. Watch how fascinating this is. I'm going to blow your mind right now. I got two of these open right now, right? For this one, I'm going to go to the short position, right? And set it up. And then even hit this short and start writing in what my take profit would be. Like if I went short, 56,995, right? Where would my stop be? Because I'm not sure what price action is going to do, but I know what to do when it does it. You see? And then I'd be like, all right, I want to risk 100 for 3, 180, you know, right here. And I'd leave that. And then I can go flip back to this window and I can keep the long open. Now, if something happens, you get it? I can just flip either way. Right? So, bad vertigo here. Do the exercises. Amen. Yeah. What exercises, Larry Wilson? What are you talking about? Ear ringing isn't always from damage. I don't have ear ringing. I have ear pain like you wouldn't believe. I got an ear infection at the beach, man. I left the beach, and by the time I got home, my ear felt a little funny, and by the time I woke up the next morning, like I knew exactly when it happened. Like I felt it. You know, I didn't train my ear well at the beach, and that sand is very small too, and it kind of cakes up, and you got to just be careful. And I was doing a lot of laying on the water with my kids, like right on the, like I was doing some stuff that now I look back on it, I'm not going to be doing again, right? So looking for this consolidation, and we're looking for price action. Again, interact with the 21, not lose the 200. If it doesn't lose the 200, there's a chance this is a winner right here. So I'm not done with the position. I'm just getting better at playing with my risk, like right on target. Like It's a new thing that I've been kind of practicing. Like, you know how I just kind of jumped out because we could have easily lost the 200 in the next 2 minutes, and we could be dumping right now. You never know. Drop something really heavy on your foot, and you'll forget about the ear. No, you won't. You'll just have pain in your ear and your foot, man. Come on, let's get real. Gotta wear a blue tack, you know. Obviously, he's never had menage a trois. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say. You know what I mean? Because you definitely feel both things happen at the same time. Oh my gosh, man. X-rated. I shouldn't have gone there. I am a religious man. I was a young kid. I went to college, all right? A yellow hazmat suit was fully protect you at the beach. Amen. That's what I have one, Jamie. I'm going to wear it next time. I apologize for not wearing it. You may win this one 100%. You know what I mean? This is starting to look pretty good to me. 58,163. Right? And again, I'll risk $100 because I'm already up on the day. So if I lose 100, so be it. You know? It's a 5-to-1 risk-reward ratio, which is pretty awesome. Right? And it doesn't even have to be, but it can be. Stop loss at 57,235 is what I'm seeing here. And then we move it up. 200 for another 700. Wouldn't be bad. I'd give back a little bit, but you know, you got to take some to get some, right? Be a nice chunk of change to take home. 150 for 588. I'll take it. And I'll see what happens. We keep holding the 200. We just kind of battled it, but we didn't lose it. And I'm okay with losing the trade in front of everybody. It's all right. They've liquidated a lot of people today. You would expect there would be some type of liquidation of the shorts in the other way. All right. These are the key levels that we're looking for. All right. These key levels all the way here to the downside, right? Anyway, you know. Water turned into a fungal infection. Exactly. That's probably what happened, man. Yo, Sam, home and plea maneuver, Google it. Really helps ear issues. The home Epley maneuver. Thank you. Let me, I gotta grab that off of you. All right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I've been doing all sorts of different things. I think I did it. I probably did what you're talking about. It's the type of exercise that helps treat symptoms of benign paroxysmal vertigo. You can do this exercise at home. But I don't have proper vertigo. I mean, I don't know. Your ear gets so messed up. When your ear's in pain, there's a lot of weirdness going on there. Let's name this the Assange pattern. Why? We shall do the same. We ride. Shout out to Mage and Crypto. We love you, brother. Bring her down, boys. Time for Bitcoin sale at 40K. At the supermarket with my Emily. Tuning into the Lifer show. Shout out to Ragnar. God bless you and Emily. Sam Yerbeast, even working on the 4th of July. God bless you and God bless America. Amen. Onion soup and onion sack during bedtime, Sammy. That's the best. Amen. You put onion on your feet, right? That's what I've heard. You cut an onion and put it under your foot. And it's supposed to take a lot of like heavy metals right out of your body and help take away, like, if you have any type of virus or, you know. You guys ever heard that? Put an onion on your foot? Like, you put a sock on, put the onion on, you get a big sock. And if you're really sick, you know. Nah, under your ear. Are you serious? If you tell me your full name, exact symptoms, location, I will put a request into my long distance healing group and we will send you miracles. Sure, yeah, right away. Let me tell you exactly where I live. What a fool. Lavender and tea tree oil around the ear. That's what I've heard too. I appreciate that. Sam, go to the doctor and get steroid eardrops. It'll take care of the infection. Steroid eardrops. I love this world. People inside and love the lifers. Amen. Swimmer's ear. Yeah. Painting my house and listening to Crypto Lifer. Amen. That's kind of cool. Really, I had a lot of middle ear infections. I always lie on the ear with an onion sack. Okay, and it works well. I heard that before. Works like magic. Which one, dude? The onion sack or the, you know? You guys help me with my ear infection, man. It hurts. I'm in pain right now, pretty bad. I always just ignore ailments and they just disappear. See, that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm the same way. Like, that's the Irish Scottish way. Like I'm just like, nah. Like, I don't even take painkillers for this. Like, It always feels like there's something in there. You can feel it like turning, and it's like, put some hummus inside. Oh, come on, man. I was putting olive oil and garlic in there, but it didn't seem to. I did it yet only for 1 day though. Maybe you got to do it for 2 days. Ear candles are kind of sketchy because the wax can drip into someone's ear, man. I've heard it's not a good look. Like, you got to be careful. Drink tequila for the pain. That makes sense, but I quit alcohol 4 years ago. But that would be awesome. I think that would feel good. I'll be honest, you know. Don't take painkillers unless unbearable. I'm the same way. I won't, man. I won't. I have ibuprofen 800. I won't take them, though. Put onion bagel in your Peugeot. You're a funny dude. I like this guy. Whoever just said that. You're a funny dude, bro. I like you. Put an onion bagel in your Peugeot. Hey, Michael Olin. This guy, man. Just funny dude. Sammy, you might have Florida brainworms. That's what I'm worried about, man. Do I? Now you're freaking me out. I really think I do have brainworms, man. It feels like worms, bro. The human brain from a snail, dude. Mystery symptom plucks a worm. What the hell? Brain-eating amoeba infection. No. Brain-eating amoeba. They're rinsing their nails, solace with tap water, and next thing you know, they got a brain-eating amoeba, bro. Also fatal, man. You guys... I always do the cotton ball with boiling water in a cup method. Never heard of that. Your ears could be just getting more in tune to your soul, so you're inwardly speaking rather than using your vessel or vehicle. The only lot lives in ponds and lakes with still water. My boy Timmy had that once. He died the next week. Good luck. You're so stupid, bro. Come on, man. I've been there, Sam. Go to the doctor, get an antibiotic and a steroid eardrop. Don't risk it. It was at the park with my daughter yesterday being stupid, and I fell backwards off the swing and landed on my head. Rang my bell pretty good. I was seeing stars. Dang, bro. You could have cracked your head, bro. I'm happy you're with us right now. Damn, David, man. Us Aries beat ourselves up, man. I don't know what it is. When we stop fighting everyone else, we keep fighting ourselves. Dengue fever gives you ear problems. Maybe you got bitten. Yeah, I probably have dengue fever. I'm probably gonna die tomorrow. Come on, guys. Let's stop this nonsense, right? 100% what Kyle Owens said. I think that's the number one thing, you know? You're in a rabbit hole, lifer. Let's take it with a grain of salt. Conserve energy for the trade. It's falling off, man. If it loses the 200, there's no trade. That's the thing. If it keeps the 200, the trade's on. Then we could take the trade off and then flip to the short window and take the short trade, right? This is some interesting stuff. I never did this before, right? It would have to happen technically. Technically, you'd be able to open both trades at the same time, right? Ooh, nice bounce off the 200, keeping Sammy alive with the low stochastics. We might just be able to get out of this one, folks. We may make it out alive on this one. July 4th trading, I highly suggest you don't do it, but if you do it, do it with me and have fun. You know what I mean? Have fun. I'm just messing around. God bless you all here on July 4th. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is in real life. This is my life. This is what I do every single day. So you guys watch me every day. And whether I'm learning, fine-tuning a new skill, backtracking some backtesting, or adding something new to my strategy, I'm always doing something to keep it moving, all right? I'm always doing something. Down, yeah, I was about to say, we should be up then. Wow, the volatility is crazy right now. Yeah, there we go. We're back in the green. That's a big candle. We should be up more than ever. Yeah. There we go, baby. There we go. There we go. And now we're in the money. Yes, 6%. I'll take 6% all day with that pump. And Sammy, cup in handy, does it again with the move to the upside. The guy is just out of control. I've never seen anybody do it like this. And he bangs him to the upside with a short squeeze at 11:08 p.m. a.m. At the same time, every single day, Sammy does a short squeeze. He shows you how he does it. He takes gains out of the market I've never seen anybody do it just like this with a Bob Metery ad. He made $128 in absolutely 2 minutes. He's out of his mind. He got rejected by the SMMA. Can he continue to the upside here for Sammy? Cup it handy. Can Sammy do it? Sammy will do it. He shaves the risk now completely. He can't lose. The guy's completely out of his mind. Stop loss to break even at this point. He's really, really getting greedy with that move. Now he's like, you know what? I want $50 no matter what. He's going to move it to $50 profit. He's going to play close to the bone. He wants $89 no matter what. He already made $800 today. So why? He's now up 100. He's going to keep pushing that stop loss. He's going to make this happen. He's going to show you how he's going to scalp Reno. And Sammy does it again on the 1 minute time frame with the play above the 200 SMA to the upside. But again, I mean, and again, you got to play close to the bone on a low volume day and just take whatever the market can give you. Now, the market could have kept ripping. There's a chance that it might. You know what I mean? But you got to be happy with what you take out of the market every single day, man. And I'm just adding to the win from this morning. There was no reason for me to continue to trade. I already woke up today and banged on it. Bang, bang, bang. All right? So if you want, I did this yesterday. I'll do it again. We could do it over and over again. It's likely to continue to pump, too. Like, there's a chance I can get into this thing. Let me take a look at the other time frames around and see what's happening to the 5 minute. The 5 minute now is going to do the gap up to the 200 SMA, very likely. And they're going to go after these shorts. There's a lot of shorts now to be eaten. I don't see why they would let them sit, even if they want to continue to dump us. All right? Interesting times to be alive here for Bitcoin. A short squeeze fixes anything as well. Assange bot, you're running. If it's too loud, just take some Florida brain. Jamie's on one today, bro. Everybody, Jamie is on one. You can pull brainworms from your ears when they want to breathe. It's like a spaghetti. Okay, thank you. And the crowd goes wild. Shout out to Rave Song Records in the house. It's back. It's back. It's gone to the fences all the way to the upside for Bitcoin. And again, what I like about this is the trade's a little more high risk now. Back to a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. Stop loss changes to 57,319. Okay. And then we got 58,163. So yeah, I mean, it's just been a crazy day for sure. I mean, there's a chance that continues to pump because we got covered by the 200 here on the 1 minute. Could be a lackluster move. Something makes me, I got that vibe to want to keep trading, right? Over trading though can be basically the demise of most people. That's why, see how I over trade? I keep making the trade smaller because I'm like, fine, if you want to trade, don't give back all the gains. You see what I'm saying? Just add a little, and that's where the gratitude comes from. You have so much gratitude for the last win that you don't want to give it away. Again, I could be more aggressive and take, it is what it is. 15 minute has some momentum. 1 hour actually does want to make a move back to the upside here. Do you have any 1 hour bullish div is what we're going to try to look at. And see, we're just taking what the market gives us. We're not trying to be right or wrong every 5 seconds. We're just taking what the market gives us on a regular basis. All right? This is the funnest trading stream you'll ever be on. You'll have so much fun with me and you'll learn a lot. That's the thing about me. You're going to learn a lot about life, how to run a business, how to continue to just hold yourself accountable, and how to push yourself to limits you never thought possible. You're going to hit a limit with me that you didn't even know you were going to hit. You're going to look back on your life after you've hung out with me and I've mentored you, and you're going to say, my God, I'm 10. And now once you realize your potential, because you think your potential's here. When I'm done with you, your potential's going to be here. And then you're going to be like, wow, I can go 10 times higher than I even thought. I'm telling you, I'm going to take you to the next level. Just keep showing up on the live. If you want to join the trading group, do that. That's an ancillary benefit on top of me being here every day. But just keep coming back every day. Keep doing it. Keep pushing. Don't give up. Have a strategy. Have a mindset. Plan out. Keep it pushing. Don't let people take away your plan, your goal, your dream. Stick to the process. Let the process play out over time. Understand that nothing and nobody in life that became good at anything to be amazing at it, because you want to be so good that your friends and family know that you're a good trader, right? I mean, who doesn't? Nobody that became that good at anything did it overnight. Nobody. Okay? If they did, it was like, it was something out of nowhere. It was a flash of the pan, and it was non-sustainable. It was just a one hit wonder, one night love, right? So just remind yourself that nobody that was ever great in 2 seconds. So why should you be great in 2 seconds? You shouldn't be. So why are you beating yourself up when you're not an amazing trader after 1 year, after 2 years, after 3 years? It's only 3 years, man. You have so much more time to be great. You see? I'm just, like we shrink our time frames down and then get upset. And that's low grade. Those are low emotions in a state of disease. And then we're also finding reasons to be upset is what we're doing, right? I did enter that trade. You can see a very small trade comparatively to the last few trades, right? So it's not as much adrenaline, not as much fun, but I still get to participate, you see? And that's how I feed the hunger. I'm not going to sit there and throw $1,000 back to the game, but I will take another 150, 160, even $80, whatever they give me. Probably should double down on this one. I'd be much more profitable trader if I didn't overtrade. I just love the charts. Show us, Sammy. Take another trade. Closing above the 21 on the 15 time frame in the 1 minute. 15 time frame in the 1 minute. It didn't make any sense, but I mean, we're above the 21 right there. That's a really good, all this is a good sign. The 21 cross, bouncing off the 200 SMA, flagging, tells me there's likely going to be more of a short squeeze here for Bitcoin. Now, where's the liquidity? They're attempting to hide the liquidity, right? They don't want to show us their cards here, but there's got to be some, but there's no liquidity above us on the API, right? They're not showing us anything. But we somehow just caught a short squeeze right there. Look at that. And that's how Sammy got paid. I get paid off short squeezes almost every single day of my life, okay? I can even raise the risk right to the point of control because you don't want to lose that, right? So I'm risking like $30 in the trade for $120, $160. If you ever want to double check what you're risking on the trade, you can go and find out what your risk is. All right. 7-minute 200 MA incoming. Let's take a look at the 7-minute 200. Let's take a look at the charts here and open up our mindset. Let's reframe our mind now. So we've been in that small time frame for so long. Let's pull our minds out, right? Let's open up our heads. Let's kind of just reset here and let's take a look. So you're telling me there's a chance the daily could bounce here, get back above its 200 SMA. This could be a shoulder. This could be some type of head. We could make a shoulder here, never lose the 200 again, and then bounce to greatness. We'd have to flip 63,300, in my humble opinion. Maybe even bring it higher. Let's call it 64.2 because that's a major resistance right there. Resistance, bounce. It's kind of a range bound area between 63.8 and 64,000. All right. I think we got the pump. Oh no, we didn't. We had a pump going. 563 got rejected. No bearish div too strong now. Again, and it's all about moving averages. Once you lose the 21, you'll be looking for the 2. If you lose the 2, then it's a wrap. Crazy. I never had this thought. Because, look, I can go back now, and I still have the short waiting for me. You see? I still have the short waiting for me. I didn't want to delete the long, though, because I feel like that might affect. And remember, the short's only if I lose the 200. But that way I don't have, because before you had to react too fast. Half of the problem this trade is so hard to accomplish is because by the time you've reacted to the trade, it's over, right? So you have to have the trade completely set up beforehand. And again, you may tweak a few numbers here, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same. All right. Now remember, I'm still long because we didn't lose the 200, right? So again, but parameters set. And we still got a pretty nice flag. I was taking it the whole length here of this leg up. It says we might even go a little higher for 58,000, right? Again, if you were just simply stressed right now about your portfolio, you wouldn't be able to sit here and learn with me, right? So you got to be able to separate your emotions from what you're doing right now. And that's what about living in the present moment is all about. And that's why I really preach living in the present moment. It's so important. yes, your portfolio is down, but did you sell right now? And do you have a plan for the future? So again, we don't know what's going to happen. Are you open-minded for both scenarios, and can you handle it? Play them out in your mind and say what would happen each way, and you have to be okay with either one. All right? See, you're not in control of everything that happens, but you're in control of how you react to everything that happens and how you plan to react to everything that happens. Very similar to trading. That's why trading is all about planning. Look at all these trades I plan out. Look how long they take. Look, we're on the 1 minute time frame that's supposed to move real fast. I find it slow. Once you trade the 1 minute more and more, it's not so fast anymore. You really start to slow time down. And you realize that the weekly move just, it's all the same. And then you don't take losses personal because you realize everything was based on probability to begin with. How the Stokes reset and we went sideways, very bullish, touching the 21. Suggested I have a higher probability of the trade going my way based off years of data. My subconscious mind has this probability. I don't know the exact numbers, and I probably could have someone re-regurgitate them, and I could actually document them over time, but I instinctively know when the math is better for me based off years of looking at the charts, right? I see when people do things, and I know the math's not in their favor, and I'm just like, ooh, that's not, but hey, maybe you never know, right? I see for resistance some sideways, but the longer time frames, even the 2-day, wanted to drop a bit more. I think it's 51K is extremely possible. Oh, it's like, I believe it's the most likely scenario, 52,000, right? So does BOOKMAP, right? They got all the liquidity further to the downside. Link to BOOKMAP in the description. Check it out. Shout out to iTrust Capital. Speaking of July 4th, America is made off of people who grinded and saved what they had and were able to turn it into something more. iTrust Capital provides that. And you got to love it, and it's the greatest place and regulated here in the United States where you can actually buy Bitcoin inside of your IRA for retirement. Can't do this everywhere else, and they have it mapped out and done perfectly. So if you're looking for retirement, you like Bitcoin, I'd hit the QR code in the link below and find out more about iTrust Capital. I am sponsored by iTrust Capital, but I would never talk about a company that I didn't think was awesome or a service that I believe didn't provide something pretty awesome. So that's why I like iTrust Capital. That's why I also like Decrypted.tax and Ernest Lee. Shout out to my man Ernest Lee and Decrypted.tax. You can go there and figure out your taxes through cryptocurrency. And they're going to really map it out for you and make sure you're compliant in every way, shape, and form, and even just be ready for anything that could happen. So get yourself together, get your taxes nice and organized at Decrypted.tax. All right. And shout out to all my channel sponsors, Decrypted.tax, Houdini Swap, and iTrust Capital. We appreciate you, and we thank you so much for your sponsorship. That guy. Good morning, Sam. How's Arrow and JASMY looking for the weekend? Happy 4th of July to you and your family. Shout out to Nick Darst for the $10 super chat easy. We appreciate you. We thank you. And that's awesome. Oh, yeah. Remember, we're on the short one. We want to be on the long one. Yeah. So isn't that cool? So we have the short waiting in case we lose the 200. We have the long here, and and it's now going to look, it's looking like we may get hit off here because we're going to lose the point of control, right? Oh, that's awesome. I didn't open up the trade yet. Oh, no, I did. Oh, yeah, it did. I just got hit off. All right, that's happened. It's like right as I saw it, I'm like. Now, we still held the 200 MA, which is interesting. So now what that tells me, we might have a longer consolidation, which means I have a little more, I'd probably have more time to get into the trade. Like it might bounce up in here, make an inverted head and shoulder. Okay. Let's take a look at the DXY and see what's happening on the broader markets. Well, we can see this daily closes below, lower, Smart idea is to open up a short with a stop loss on the other side of 60,453, because if we close this candle below the 200 SMA, you're basically front running that idea. All right. God bless everybody here, even the haters. Amen. Shout out to Current Crypto Live. We love you. We thank you so much. Shout out to the 1,290 people here on the live, 494 likes, $61 in chat revenue. You people are awesome. Happy Independence Day to you and your family, brother. God bless you, Billy Eatman. Happy Independence Day to you, my friend. And may God bless this country, and may God bless America. Amen, my friends. Amen. All right. Okay, let's take a look at the DXY. I'm so proud to be an American. I love this country, and I love everything it stands for. I love all the opportunities it gave so many people throughout the world. They've come here, and they've been able to do amazing things. I know so many people that told me, hey, they've even said to me, How dare anyone talk about America? My dad came here with nothing from India, and he became, a multimillionaire. Or my parents came from, I know so many American stories where people came here from being oppressed, or things just weren't going well, or they didn't have the opportunities, and they were able to change their lives. So America is an amazing place that is still a guiding light. Let's not forget that. The reason why they want to put it down to the media, the reason why everyone wants to make it so, because they want to take over the world and make it more, you can tell, communist people want you to become, there's definitely a world regime that likes communism. It's still around. So if communism exists, then there's people behind the scenes willing to continue it. If they're willing to continue it, they're willing to push it anywhere they want. And so if you don't think that you have to constantly fight for your freedom, freedom is not given. So if you don't think that they're going to circumvent, and now warfare is cyber, warfare is mental, warfare is through memes. It's meme warfare. You have to understand, it's a battle for your mind. It is InfoWars, more than you would ever believe. And once you understand that, you understand why I go live every single day preaching the good word of love, light, and happiness, because somebody has to combat the frequencies. And so I do my part. Instead of you could talk about the negative people all day long, or you can bring up positivity and really push positivity all day long. All right. I live in Vietnam. No head be for years to distract the masses. God bless America. Amen. Head and shoulder pattern. Yeah. Had to maintain and keep the positivity at the front lines. Amen. True words. But I just want to say freedom is not given. Freedom is fought for. Every time someone was free, there was oppressors since day one. You had to fight for your freedom, and you still do. Don't think that you don't. In some way, shape, or form, you must, even it may be through frequency. It may be how you combat energy. You may be kind of circumventing the world by waking people up. However you're doing it, do your part in some way, shape, or form to push the positive frequency of the earth, because that will, in turn, over time, rebuild, replenish, and create a renaissance of beauty, inspiration, and love that we're all looking for. And I know it's in you, I know it's in me, and we can all do it. And so I talk about it a lot, and I get off of the charts here because it's important. All right. Shout out to KARRAT, man, we love you. Freedom for my girlfriend staying clean. Amen. I don't know what that means. The U.S. government used to say that too. Do your part, fight your. We're all born free. We're born free, but there's powers that be that are going after your freedom every day, man. All right, everybody, we love you. Again, man, what did the wise man say to his wife? Nothing, because he was a wise man. Hey, just a quick joke to make you giggle there. Okay, so the daily finally getting oversold, but just crossing the dotted line. But it's good to see. And honestly, not too bad of a dump. We could have way more of a dump there. And there's a chance we still actually hold the trend line on the DXY. Right? So, but I like to see the DXY dumping. You want to see it lose the daily 200 SMA. That's what you're really looking for. And get the bearish retest. But it's still going, it's doing its thing, staying inside of the symmetrical triangle. And may even get a bounce here as it gets more and more oversold on the daily. You look at your 1 hour, and your 1 hour took a tumble. It lost the 200 SMA. And again, it's funny. I remember when Bitcoin took its worst dump ever, it was dumping with the dollar, which is all so weird to me. But you can think it may be it's kind of, it makes interesting sense though, right? The dollar shouldn't be working right now though, right? Isn't it? It's closed market right now. Am I correct? Maybe the market's open. The futures is open. I guess the dollar never stops, right? Because it's like Forex is 24/7, just like, take a trade, she said. I don't know. Positivity is stronger and will always beat negativity 1-to-1. Amen. Love is the strongest frequency, and love is the answer. When you live in love, you cannot be denied. That's exactly what we're saying, the same exact things, with just different words. It's a very special moment when you realize that you live in the present moment and you live in love. You can get there. I make mistakes sometimes too. Even yesterday, I made a mistake. Really got, I felt horrible. I had to apologize. It happens. Nobody is perfect. We have to just own up to our mistakes, ask for forgiveness, look people in the face and say, hey, this is why I did this, and I apologize. I hope you can understand that. If not, I have to live with the fact that you don't want to deal with it. I get it. But if you do, then okay. And just, these are just things it's life. Sam, you did a long 2 days ago in a stream BTC. I copied on Sol and held out and ended up profiting. Your logic got me there. God bless you, brother. I'm really happy that you made gains. Amen. Looks like a breakout of the 1 minute now. I love it. Well, we kind of like double bottomed here. And we made the inverted head and shoulder. We keep, we don't want to lose the 200. We're showing signs of bouncing off the 200 MA. Or it's a lackluster gain that we're just going to flop. But I liked what I'm seeing here for BTC. Interesting. All right, I just wanted to see where we're at on the day. So we won the 880. So we won 881, we lost 14, 170, 45. So those kind of break even at this point. Okay. It would be nice to capstone this with this final move as we hold the 200 MA. 4 to 1 risk reward ratio is so beautiful too. Might even go up a little more there. 58,438. 57,246. And that would be the trade. And I'm just going to go for my 100 for 3 and then walk away. Or 100 for 4, right? Yeah. And call it a day. And I'm not going to look at it again or play with it. Either it's going to win or it's going to lose. And I'm done. Okay? Likely I'll lose and I'm okay with that. I tell myself I'm likely going to lose. And then I work on. What's your thoughts on shorting PAX BTC? Same as the long on Bitcoin. I don't know. Do whatever you want, man. It can't, Can we just rip a quick... yeah, that would be awesome. Some say freedom is free, but I have to disagree. I say freedom is won by the barrel. Yeah, God bless the USA and our troops. Amen. Amen. You had to fight, man. 1 minute head and shoulder possible. Inverted or head and shoulder. So this is how the daily could break its way on out of here. We get back above the 200. We use the 200 as support. We use the right shoulder, and we do somehow move on out. Bullishly retest this top trend line, and we dig our way out of here. I'll tell you, after huge dumps too, a lot of days we usually just go sideways, but I caution people, when you lose the 200 on the daily, it gets pretty ugly. And the next stop would be the daily, the 200 on the 2-day possibly, which is like, it does spell that there's a lot of room to move here, Dan. That's an M pattern. Daily 12er can print bullish divergence here. I'm proud to be an American in every country I visit. No matter how beautiful, it makes me appreciate being an American more and more. Amen. I don't know what to think of all these crypto whales dipping. 57,800 target. We're getting a rip now, right? A little bit of a ripper. Nothing amazing though. Oh, I keep hitting the other one, right? That's the thing, though. I did so many that I can't see what the heck I'm doing anymore, right? It's like the trade sits, though. Could even be this tight. Like, that would be great. Like, bust out. Up another $5. We'll see. And again, these are just add-on trades for the day. Things already went really well last night. All right. Everybody buying fireworks, not crypto. So funny. Short setup of coming incoming at 57.3. Thanks, Sam. Feel the dogs out the door, then the Lord. Feet hit the floor. Dogs out the door, then I thank the Lord. I feel rough, but I'm alive. Starting some days, always grateful. Starting some days, always grateful. Starting every day, grateful, man. Stack dollars so you could buy food. Wow, yeah. 53,600 is possible. Anything is possible. You see, isn't that funny? Anything is possible. So we get back to the 4-hour oversold. You would expect this could be an inverted head and shoulder that we could start to make. I'm not going to be overly bearish. I'm going to be open-minded to a reversal, but we got to see it happen on the smaller time frame. So far, we're getting it on the 1 minute. That's how it would begin. If we did reverse, that's how we would do. We would reverse on the 1 minute first. That's just how it happens. So this falling wedge break up, but it could easily get rejected by this key level right here. So here's the deal. Bitcoin has to break back above 62,300 and then back above 60,277. If it can't break that, expect more downside. So those are our key levels. Like, otherwise, or it could even come up here and just get rejected and come back down again. You would look for some type of move back to the upside, and we have a resistance there too because we bounced. And that's going to be 59,141 for BTC. Right now, struggling to the downside. And now look, it looks like an M pattern that's just going to lose that 200 and take a dump. 57.3 could be a nice short, right? And I said I was going to leave it alone, right? That's what I got to do now. But that's now it's a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. And now I'm bearish. See? 2 minutes later, it could have done something different. And I would have flipped. But like the charts show me what's going to happen. So like that looks more bearish to me. You can say, okay, we're going to try to hold this trend line. Now you'd have to bounce here, see? And get a bounce go sideways for this to be realistically a win. This does bounce. It shows good signs. If you lose the 200, it's going to dump. So far, it's showing like it may get a bit of a bounce. Very interesting time. That's why TA always gets me going every single time. Unbelievable, right? Dump it, Daz. We need moderators. Yeah, the moderators didn't show up today. We got moderators. We got Crypto Billy. We got Janie. We got Master Friend. We got a lot of people out here. Yeah. Don't worry, man. I don't know. I don't even see what people are saying. It's okay. I just don't, you know. That way you trade it, you learn from experience. The markets yourself. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. We love you. I don't know why there's so many. You know, see, the thing is, but here's the thing. This, man. See, I'm going to help you right now. Because what you said lets me know that you don't know what I know. So let me at least share my knowledge. He said the way he's trading, learn from experience in the market yourself. Yeah, but like, how would I understand Bitcoin dominance? I wouldn't understand that unless I had a mentor who taught me it. Like, because I knew how to trade gold and Forex and I knew how to read the charts, but I didn't understand what Bitcoin dominance meant, how to find out when alts could flip, how to put US Tether against Bitcoin dominance and see the differences and where the money's going. Okay. Like, these are important ideas. Like, if you looked at Tether, remember we put out that kind of warning, but see that's a bull flag I had on Tether and I had it drawn. It looked like Tether won. And I have this circled. Like, I did this when I drew this was on the weekly thing on Friday, right? Cause I haven't touched this chart. And so I could see, wow, that looks pretty bullish. We broke the 200 SMA. I said, that doesn't bode well for Bitcoin. And then you look at Bitcoin dominance. If Bitcoin dominance is going to drop and Tether dominance is going to pump, it means that money is going to, fall out of the market. Interesting how people were rushing into Bitcoin and Tether. So they're really still taking. See, you can see that if this was dumping, Tether would be taking all the share. But you can see that it took a little bit of a move, but Bitcoin and Tether are both pumping together. It means people are running out of altcoins right now. All right. It's called Sam Money Concepts. Like, there's so much more going on than just reading the charts, right? So, like, you could say whatever you want about joining a trading group and, like, but man, I'll accelerate your learning to another level. Like, honestly, all you did was make yourself sound super ignorant, but I love you. And you know what I mean? It's easier learning from someone else's mistakes as opposed to losing a ton of cash learning on your own. 100%. Sammy, try a cup full of hydrogen peroxide directly in the air for 5 seconds. When you feel everything will flush out. It works to clean water out and dirt. Amen. Sam Money Concepts. Amen. SMC, baby. Yeah. The trading group teaches you a lot. No doubt about it. Sammy, get the GOAT. Get the likes up and the watches for the man. Shout out to Life for Adam. I love you, man. Sammy the GOAT. Get the likes up and the watches for the man. Amen. Sammy has great methods. Yeah, I just saw the world's fastest squirrel. I'm sure you did. Amazing. Okay, so, just a quick idea there of what we're looking at for the DXY. Let's take a look at the S&P future and see what's happening there as well. So the S&P looked to me like it was going to pump. And I said, S&P, look, they're going to keep pumping it. And they are. So look, it did get the pump. Little move there. But look, we waited for this to make a flag, touch the 21. Stochastics got low while the price action went sideways. That tells you like you're going to continue to pump. I gave you the entry and the stop loss. You already had the money here on the S&P trade. Okay. That was on my macro analysis. So there's trades. Like, you can figure out how to trade literally with my macro weekly analysis. That I used the H2O2 out of my ear and learned it kills the good bacteria and got a horrible infection. and lost some hearing. Yeah, don't do it, man. Don't put the hydrogen peroxide in the ear. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Okay. Honestly, I don't know ICT at all. I don't even know why I'm engaging you, but I'm just going to be nice. Because I like to have a conversation. And so if you were in the street and you asked me these questions, I would actually answer them to you because I'm not what you think I am. So I don't know ICT. A good friend of mine is all ICT. He did it for like 3 to 4 years. He knows it really well. He has taught it to me, but I'm stubborn and refuse to use it because I have my own strategy. You get it? I'm a real stubborn Irish dude. I've incorporated some parts of ICT because it's obvious. And I understand a little bit more about where the market moves and the timing of the markets based on London, Asia. That's all that's what I took from ICT, but there's also other cool things. Every once in a while, there are some fair value gaps and stuff like that, and you can't argue with them. But I found they line up with the same things that I do. You know what I mean? So, but I don't really truly use it. All right. Apple, LRT, Arrow on JASMY, and KARRAT. Let's take a look at Apple. I haven't taken a look at Apple in a long time. So the last time I looked at Apple, I was calling for a parabolic move, right? If you remember correctly. My last Tesla call was out of control. I said 146. We had a short on it, a little short video where I talked about it. Not a short, right? It's funny. We had a short on it. Doesn't sound right as a trader. But look, previous resistance, we broke above it. You're looking for a bounce off 200. And if you get a bounce off 200, bang, right? You get a move up here to 335, right? And so I'm looking for Apple to continue. S&P, the markets look like we're just going to continue to print. The selling for Bitcoin's coming from the German government, in my humble opinion. Like, I don't see, seems like they just continue to sell. Right? H2O2 works good. Yes, I know, but see, then Billy Eatman said it's also bad, man. So, Sam, steroid ear drop. You will feel better quickly after you use them. Then you can get back to playing golf, the true test of patience. Amen. That's really true, though. Everyone has their methods of, it's up to you to figure out your own style. I wonder why he named himself after this. I don't know. Who cares, man? Let's focus on the love and the positivity. May God bless everybody that's full of love, light, and positivity here on the stream and keeps pushing every single day. That's what you got to focus on, and that's the importance. All right. Okay. Rubbing alcohol in the ear dries everything out. Used it to do this every time I got out of the pool. Per nana. Yikes. Rubbing alcohol in the ear? That sounds like it would burn like a mole. Somehow German governments need to get liquidity after destroying us here. So crazy, right? Bull market over below 21 weekly moving average. It is also, we never lose the 21 on the weekly for Bitcoin. Let's talk about that for a second. In a bull run, you stay above the 21. Like, you just pump, right? When you lose the 21 on the weekly, it's like losing the 200 on the daily. They go hand in hand. It does say you're going to have some, we're going to have some, like it's going to do this. It's either going to do like that and Paul. What if it continues all the way to zero? I mean, I don't know. Anything is possible. It would be kind of whack, but anything is possible. Sammy, my older brother just died suddenly at 49. Weird. I'm a different person now. Thank you for your positivity and love. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. The second my mother died in front of me, I was never the same. It was just similar to when my kids came out. I can't explain it, but it was just like, pop, Second quarter, big loss. Third quarter, just confirming huge loss. It's all the fourth quarter win now. I know, right? Bitcoin 57,967 gold, right? Aren't we in a trade right now? Yeah, we're winning the trade, dude. Look, we got the breakout. Sammy does it again, dude. Unbelievable. You gotta love me, man. I'm up 12%. Printing yet again. You gotta love it, man. Look at that. On July 4th, let's go with the short squeeze to the upside. I didn't even realize we were winning the trade. I was so into talking about nonsense. Now, I love you guys. I was talking about nonsense, but weird, you guys are telling me how to fix my ear. My ear's in pain. Don't put anything smaller than your elbow in your ear, man. All right? And I'm getting all these little, like, I don't know. I'm getting, like, crusty stuff coming out of my ear, man. When will this earache end, man? It's so painful. It's like swimmers here, though. My buddy Sean had it. The guy who works with us, my assistant, my number one. He was like, I had swimmers here, Sam. Look, there's a freaking... Wait, yo, something... Yo! Oh, my... Oh, my... Yo! Yo! There was a bug in my ear! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Ah! I'm just messing with you guys. There wasn't a bug in my ear, but look at the pump that just happened. And we got a massive move to the upside here. Sammy's got to have to, move that stop loss up again. And make sure he takes gains. That's nice. That bug bit my toe, man. That bug dang bit my toe. Yo, we called another short squeeze for you. We showed you exactly how to nail it. Stop loss is in profit now, as you can see. And we made more gains. Like, dude, I'm showing you how to print money, man, with my concepts. My Sam Money concepts, bro. Sam Money concepts, bro. I'm going with that. I love it. You're a genius at marketing and titling. I swear to God. Sam Money concepts, bro. I love it. I love it. But, dude, look at this thing. What a beautiful move to the upside. Unbelievable. Did I get you with the bug in the ear? I got to look at the chat right now. This guy, caught me, man. I always have sand in my ear. Beach not here. Crazy stuff, yo. Just Van Gogh that. You guys are funny, man. Dude, look at this beautiful pump. And I can just keep raising the stop loss and not being greedy. Oh, man, it played out exactly as we wanted it to. And there I go. I'll take my gains again. And that's how you win on a consistent basis, over and over and over again. Like, I don't know what else to show you, but, like, this is how you print money, man. All right? And you're not greedy about it. Who just made a bunch of gains right now with the lifer? Bang, bang, bang. Samira, Money Concepts, my little daughter now. Now, look, we're away from the 21. Beautiful pump, but you gapped away from the 21. Remember, this was all about us coming back to the 21 and not losing the 200. That's the little concept that I taught you. That's the little nugget you should take out of this. All right? And look at the beautiful short squeeze that came again on my... How many times do I teach you how we short squeeze them? And then we take the short squeeze for gains. See how nice and calm we're doing this? Nice and easy. It doesn't have to be crazy. We don't have to freak out. We continue to print money out of this market. And so what if it keeps going? Who cares? Stop stressing that you need more and stop being greedy. Right now, I turn to gratitude. And again, some people are going to laugh at me for praying. I pray when I trade. Dear Lord, thank you so much for helping me take gains and not be greedy. As I continue to show appreciation and gratitude for my trading strategy, I continue to have a better trading experience where I continue to make gains trading. I really appreciate the love, the light, and the ability to have discipline and focus that you've given me. Amen. Right? And to me, like, it's all one, man. Wow, we got the pump again on the live stream, baby. We did it, baby. We did it. Take that profit. Hydrogen peroxide in the air, clean it, then antibiotic drops. Everyone's saying don't do hydrogen peroxide. Everyone's saying do, there's a lot of bad stuff out there. My son had an ant in his ear a few months ago. He said it felt like something was in there. I didn't believe it, but I looked and it crawled all the way in. Had to flush it out with peroxide. Oh my God. Amen. Laughs and gains. What else do you want? And this thing looks like it's going to continue to print all the way to the next, to my target, 58,090. My targets are absolutely insane. They tend to get hit very, very nicely too. So not only am I nice on the entry, but my measured moves are spot on. And I don't use any fibs and I don't use any, extensions. And I use Fibonacci when I get into my retracements. And look, we even defied a head and shoulder there, which is pretty nuts. We got the bounce. And that's, this head and shoulder, a bunch of people shorted this pattern, right? Jamie was talking about it today. The market makers probably made this head and shoulder. They got everybody to short it with stops here and here and here and here. And there's a bunch of shorts here because they're shorting the head and shoulder to the downside. They're super bearish. They don't understand that when you're above the 200 SMA, you trade blind. See? I see the market maker goes after people that don't see what I see. So I'm like Roddy Piper with the glasses on. You know what I mean? I can see the things that you can't see. All right? Tea cigarette in your ear, light it and watch it burn. If it's burning hard, you have an infection. I'm serious. You guys are crazy. As it stands, however, hydrogen peroxide is no longer recommended for use on the skin. This is because of the potential side effects of skin toxicity. You're funny. The head pattern is a liquid scoop pattern. Dude, that thing is moving. The only thing you see me do is I will sell early. I could have wrote, if I just kept it at break even, I just kept it going. Or sell half, like Master Friend tells me. Sell half and then put the stop loss to break, right? But I like to take the trade right then too. I mean, we're getting further away for the 21. That looks like Hikanashi the way it's so freaking green. Man, what a day though, right? Another winning trade on the stream. You gotta love this idea, man. And I'm trading live in front of you guys, even on July 4th. It's insanity. No days off, man. So many people want to take a day off. Look what we did today. I made over $1,000 today trading. You know what I mean? Like, why would I want to take a day off? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It just wouldn't make any sense. So, I don't know. Like, again, now the trade's over. Now, like, likely that has to come back down to the 21-day moving average, right? So, and again, I'm not perfect. I never said I was. We lost 2, we won 3. But the ones we lost freaking $60. And the ones we won, we won $980 and we won $1,050. So we won about $990 in total, right? Something like that. You can't beat that. You can't beat that. Yeah, like this basically equals out with the $10 win, and that's $980, $986. So we won about $1,000, man. You know what I mean? And that's all, look, on the 4th of July, every one of these trades. All closed too, no BS. Right? P&L right there in front of you. It is what it is. Like, and I do this every single day, even with an earache in pain. I could make excuses. I need to go to bed, and I haven't been perfect the last few days. I've been lying on the couch and think it hasn't been easy for me. I toughed it out, and I went to the aquarium with my kids yesterday because I wanted to be there with them, and I love them. They were so much fun. I would never miss a day with my kids. A day with my kids is like the greatest day on earth, and I just never want to miss a day with my kids, man. So that looks like it's going to hit my initial target, which is going to be 58,094, right? Still randomly get bit by an ant here, man. Germany must be done selling. Yep. Read my last message. You will like it. I don't know if I could find it, I would, man. But that's going to be a lot of work for me, right? And I'm pretty lazy when it comes to doing that. You could just rewrite it again. It would be a lot easier for me. Thanks for your advice. I don't give advice, man. All right. Keep up with the 3% wins a day. You'll make money in a few years. Then you'll have life the same for all of us. Les Rod. Amen. Dan Jerry's, you're funny. Super, no days of bro. Can we learn some more about your system in the 99 subscription, or is it a different payable course? No, there's just like, then you're going to learn all the concepts that you need to be able to make the right decisions at the right time. Right? You look smart, brother. Thanks, man. I try to make it look good. You know what I mean? I never said I was that smart, but I tend to look smart. Yeah. You got to at least look the part. You know, that's what my friend has always said. You know, do you look the fee you charge? You know, my buddy always says that. Shout out to Brian. Wow, and there we do. We hit. Sorry, I'm moving the wrong blue line. And then we hit the target to the upside. Would have made like 3 bills. Dang, man, that thing banged on him exactly like it was supposed to. So now let's zoom out. Looks like there's some money to be made today. There's a lot. Honestly, we used to complain when there wasn't a lot of volatility. No movement, no volume. Now we're getting the volume and people are still whining. And there's so much money to be made out here. Look at that. I took some out of there. Right? I was from here to there. Again, don't get pissed when it keeps going. Be happy that you had. Some people might have taken here to there. Some people might have taken there to there. What did you take? As long as you took a piece of this move, you're a boss. And remember, you're away from the 21-day moving average. You have to come back to the 21. This is where you would pull your retracement fib and understand you're likely going to revisit the 618 or the 786. And it could be volatile. All right. Only German market is open right now. All the other European markets are closed. Right, so the Germans are like, yeah, please educate the fine people about how our good Lord mentions money over 2,000 times in the good book. It's a vessel to do God's work for other people. Amen. It's a clinic today. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. We run in clinics, man, on a daily basis. On a daily basis, showing you guys how to make gains in the market every single day. We even had the short waiting for us, and I showed you how to project the short before it happened. I'm on one right now. I'm telling you, man. Something about when I get sick and when I get a lack of sleep, it triggers a part of my subconscious mind, which makes it easier for me to go live and teach these true concepts. I think my mind gets so open or something due to the lack of sleep that I get lucid. And when I'm lucid, I'm like a better trader when I'm lucid. I can tell you many times where I've only had 5 hours of sleep as opposed to 8, and I've been a better trader. Sleeping, sheesh. Shout out to Master Friend. I love you, bro. A lot of people like sleeping in front of trades, stepping in front of trades. You're funny. I don't know, man. I thought you meant sleeping. You're funny. I read it as sleeping, and what I was saying, dude, look at that concept, man. Bang, bro. Wow. Yeah, and then look, the gap, the 5 minute wants to close the gap to the 200. That's the old game, right? A little bit of resistance here. Once we flip the 200, we can open up another long. So now what we can do is we can go back here. Wow, that thing pumped like oh man. I was still, I got to shake it off. Dear Lord, thank you for what I did win. Dear Lord, thank you for what I did win. Dear Lord, thank you for what I did win. And it's over. You know what I mean? You got to shake off that feeling of I could have gotten more. I should. It's such a defeating feeling, because what it does is it takes away what you did, which you should be very grateful for, and it makes you feel like nothing. It's a low self-esteem feeling. It really is. It comes from low self-esteem. I know you don't believe me, but it does. Finding a reason to be upset when a good thing actually happened. And that's what a lot of beginner traders do. That's the trading mentality that chews us alive. It's our soul that feels like it's getting eaten alive. You ever traded? You put a 333 in the comment. If you traded and it felt like your soul was getting eaten alive. You looked at your portfolio and you just felt like you didn't want to, you just felt numb to life. Like you just, come on now. I know you've felt that. I felt that many times in my life as a trader. I'm now numb to it. It's insane. All right. Lifers, soul front running the movement. I'm noticing with my soul trade and this trade live stream. That's so cool. I like to see that. So you're getting the pump on soul and it's front running the idea here, right? So we want to see the 5 minute either make a flag, pump out, but once the 5 minute breaks the 200 MA, that's going to be a likelihood for another pump, right? And then this one is, I don't really trade patterns. I just look for my next big resistance, which would be here. So, and I'll set this trade up because I know that if we do break the 5, there's a good chance I can win again. And now that I keep winning, why not? You see, like, it's like, I'll trade until I finally lose. Then I'll walk away. That to me, that's not over trading. That's taking what the market's giving you. Like, there's a difference between doing what you have to do because you have to do it because your system tells you, and over trading. A person that over trades just opens up the trade with no incoherent reason. With no coherent reason. It's a completely just whatever. This trade is going to have a well thought out idea. 60,455 is going to be my target. Look, we just hit my last target. As crazy as it was, we hit it, right? Stop loss below 57,670, right? You use these 2 points here. You got to have some resistances before you're, or otherwise it doesn't make too much sense. And then the 21 needs to come into action. You don't jump in yet. But what could happen is we could pump up here, pull the 21, continue to pump, and then crash to the 21 here. All right. I've studied all these things, and you guys see me do it every day. We're learning. I learn this stuff, relearn it every day. We watch it happen over and over again. That was kind of a money printer right there. You can see if you zoom in. I can see the beginnings of this idea here. Does hit like a 786 basically. Wow, and we're back at 58,000 that fast, all the way from the low at 56,600. All right, and this is what we just stayed cool, calm, and collective. I thought I was going to wake up today and it's just going to continue to, supposedly that actually a thing. When you sleep too long, your brain goes into sleep mode. Supposedly you can get more out of a 10-minute nap than 5 hours of sleep. We call them combat naps. Interesting. The Soul move has been juicy, 130 to 135. That's a beautiful move for Soul. Let's take a look at the super chats, and then I'm out of here for the day. Apple looks more bullish. Let's get to LRT. Land Rocker. Did that really pump that hard? Oh my gosh. I like this coin. I think the concept is cool, and I like the I really like the website. Like right off the bat, you just look at it and it sits in my mind. I can still see, like, right, I believe I'm going to hit this. It's a very tiny market cap too. Polygon address, we haven't seen that in a while. But it's a beat, play to earn inflation, multiply your revenue, make LRT your winning move. Everyone has an equal chance to win. Land Rockers combo harmonizes play to earn, play to win, yada, yada, yada. We buying no brainer. Autodex potential, launch at $1.5 million market cap. Gamify competitors. Our $30 to $150 million range. I mean, consistently shows mega rewards. No more decrease in revenue. All right. Land Rocker. I mean, that's an Adam and Eve double bottom. You see it? And I've seen this concept break out many, many times. So of all the, again, there's too much. Remember the bear market, no matter what Bitcoin was doing, we were finding gains. And I said, this is a different bear market than most because we were able to like actually continue to trade. It wasn't that dismal. We had a 7x for Injective, like a 10x or 5, I think like a 9x for Demetra. AGIX went from 4 cents to 69 cents in 2022 from October to December. We had the high coins popping off on KuCoin. It was out of control. It was actually an eventful kind of time, you know, even though it seemed like a bear market, there was a lot to learn and a lot to trade. I would watch the 8 hour here, right? I would watch your daily just getting a little started, 22, We missed that initial pump for whatever reason, you know. Again, I was probably busy trading Bitcoin and just watching the bigger market because I could see a bigger move. It did break out already, but it, you know, little overbought. I'm not loving the chart. But that makes sense. Like, wait for this to just kind of consolidate a little bit. And I wouldn't be surprised if it continues further to the upside. Sam, what's the difference between your course videos versus the live class with members on the 99? The course video just goes into depth on like concepts. Like it takes 1 hour and talks about the Fibonacci for 45 minutes. It talks about support or resistance for 40 minutes. You know what I mean? It takes everything that I taught you and put it on a smaller idea, right? I like RFox a lot, to be honest. It's one of the coins that I really like. Yeah. Funny you said that. Of all the meme coins out there, I believe it's the meme, yeah. Kind of was pre-halving. Moon Boys were buying, right? Let your small loss stay a small loss and move on. Amen. You can just put lavender drops in your ear. It'll go away quick. I see, that's what I keep hearing, the lavender drops. So that's what I'm cool with. So I'm going to get some lavender drops and make it happen. All right. Aleph holding well. I know, right? So not all coins are dumping too hard. You know what else is holding well? Arkham is holding well. So LRT is something you want to keep on the radar, and very, you know, you heard it's very small market cap. It's very high risk. But you know, like $500 could do damage, right? Could turn into something pretty big. We're talking 50 grand, right? So thank you for LRT. We appreciate you. The only thing green on my list, man, oregano oil, mate. Yep, that's good too. I think I have some of that actually. Sam, what's it in between your course? Yeah, we went over that. How do I get MA21 9 indicator? I don't see it on TradingView. You go to the 5MA and then you have to program it. So go to 5MA, right? Just type in 5M, hit 5MA, and then you know, you can 21, 50, 80, 21, 50, 80, 100, 200. Yeah. You can just, yeah, thank you. Arrow all the way back to 50 cents, but you know, still holding almost a double up from when we got in. Pretty interesting, and starting to make that rounded bottom at the 786 fib. Usually this is when people just can't sell anymore, just like when people can't buy anymore, you know? I'd look for the rounded bottom for Arrow, even if it drops down to 34, 36 cents. And again, I do own this, so I'd be a little more optimistic, but you know, I wouldn't be surprised Arrow makes its way back up to the upside over time. All right. Definitely the end of the bull run. No elections are coming, no rate cuts for at least 5 years, and the ETFs never happen. Vinkin Van Gogh cut off one of his ears. Tough times calls for tough measures. You got to do what you got to do, man. You know what I mean? 15 minutes still far away from the 200 MA. Doesn't it supposed to get closer to it? It looks like we may, but use the 5 minute first for confirmation. All right. The 5 minute, you know, see the 5 minute couldn't break back above. Again, now the next concept. You want to come, make a flag, touch the 200.
That flag has to be more of a bullish signal, and then you want to see if that flag will take you above the 200 MA. So your next projection is kind of like a cup and handle here, and it's an Adam and Eve double bottom that does look like it wants to pump. This is like the next trade that I'm looking at that is setting up for me to possibly play out. Look, I could even put a stop loss below the point of control and still get a 5-to-1 risk-reward ratio at that 57.922 entry. What I can do is I can go for a walk, put an alert here, whatever I need to do, come back as long as I come back when the alert hits, and I can still just enter. I hear Flora has an iguana problem. Maybe, yeah, I think it did. I think an iguana climbed right in there. Totally. Sammy boy, happy 4th. God bless you and your family. Sorry to the rest of the world they don't get to celebrate this amazing day. Amen. It is an amazing day. I like that you said that. But, you know, I think they celebrate us internally, man, and everybody wants to be free, right? So if you want to jump on in, join the trading group, go to cryptolifer.com. It's in the pinned comment up here. All right, in the pinned comment, we also have Blowfin, new exchange coming on the game. Jump into Blowfin and I Trust Capital. Can't wait to see you there. If you want to jump on into my weekly newsletter, put your email address and hit consent. You're going to get a written profile of a lot of things I go over, charts, data, and information that'll blow your mind. If that gets you going and gets you cooking, I would sign up to our weekly newsletter today. It's going to change the way you look at the markets. I'm telling you. Just give me your email address. I'm telling you right now. And hit consent so we can send it to you on a weekly basis, right? So yeah, we're waiting. You know, you're too far away from the 21 and the 5. You're going to have to come back. That's very simple. These are concepts that I've learned to be true. See, everyone knows these concepts. I just trade them black and white as if they don't change, right? All right, everybody, I'm jumping out of here for the day. It is going to be a wonderful day. It's July 4th. Stay relaxed. Stay amazing. I'll look at JASMY before I get out of here. I always do Jamsy. I don't know why. It's the way my fingers work wrong. Wow, they dumped JASMY all the way back. Everything just like made it and just ate it again. It's just so funny how Bitcoin just controls. You'd think like certain coins wouldn't dump anymore. It's just weird to me. But JASMY's back at resistance at the 786, likely to get a bit of a bounce. But if Bitcoin takes it down, it will go down further down too. I got to tell you, if Bitcoin decides it wants to go further than 50,000, it's going to take a lot of coins further down. You have to remember, if you got in early in the beginning of the bull market, you're still up huge and there's nothing really to worry about. So if you did the right thing and you stayed strong, if you're new, it's okay. We're going to teach you and you're going to learn. And this market will teach you how to trade the next market. So it's not worth, jumping out. If you jump out now, you're going to be in the same place 4 years from now in the same market. So, if you have a mentor, if you're with a group right now, I would stick with it because you're going to have to do the same work again 2-3 years from now if you decide you can't handle it now. I'm telling you, it's not going to do you any good. But you do whatever makes you happy. I am not your mama. So we take a look here. It came back down to the 786. I didn't even trade this KARRAT. ODEX, everything took a beating. So look at that. I think it just keeps dumping back to its original lows. And again, new concept coins, new ideas that come out. Speculation only plays out when Bitcoin's pumping. Once Bitcoin stops pumping and you're a speculative coin, kind of disappears. That's why a lot of memes just turn to zero when Bitcoin dumps because there's no utility. There's nothing there to keep it going. All right. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to go play with my ear and see if I can do anything else for it. It does hurt now a little bit and I'll figure it out. But I love you. I appreciate you. Happy July 4th to everybody out there. May God bless everybody. And let's make some gains tomorrow or the next day. And let's keeping our mind right, staying focused and disciplined. Thank you so much for coming here. I appreciate your time, your love, your concern, your support. And I'll see you all tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. May God bless.